Today I'm shooting my Hatsan AT44 22 caliber pump action. A friend of mine got this rifle from me for a week or two, and he didn't want it, so I got it back from him. And when he went to fill up the air, he left my fill probe out twice, and I kept putting it back in the bag, and then he got all pissed off about that I was putting it back in the bag. I explained to him it's really dusty out here. I don't want to get dust on it. Well, apparently there was just a little tiny bit of speck of dust in this thing, and it stuck open the air today when I went to shoot it. It leaked all the air out. So I took it off, went to fill it up with air again, and I played with the valve in the back, and it leaked air again. So then I did it again, and finally the second time it held air. Luckily, my friend left me a couple tanks of air so I could refill it up again. So my friend, I don't care if he takes his apart, but I don't want him taking my air tubes out. He took this air tube out. He said it's easier to fill that way. I think just extras should be taken and filled separately. I don't think these should be filled separate, taken off and put back on all the time. I don't think it's good for the gun. And I don't think the fill probe should be left out where they can get dusty, especially where I live. It's really dusty. So I didn't like that my friend wanted to argue with me about it, and got kind of rude about it. But he finally did as I said, with an attitude. But that's okay. Attitudes are acceptable. Don't like them, but as long as you don't get dust in my gun again. So I bought the gun back after a week or two. He didn't want it. He got a side lever. It's coming. So that's a really nice rifle, the AT44. My daughter has a side lever 177. My friend ordered a 25. So these guns are really accurate. Anyways, this was a shot group earlier right here. It was like this. And this was with the H&N Terminators at 25 yards. There's a bunch of shots. This was the 9th and the 10th shot, I think, up here. So the rest of them, they're pretty close. So, and then I had probably. Oh wait a minute, sorry. This is the one. This is the Barracuda group, okay. And then over here on top is the H&N Terminators. So there's 2 shots outside the circle. So it was just a little bit better than this group with the Barracudas. So just now I shot 25 yards, and I shot 5 shots with the Terminators and 3 with the Barracudas. I only had 3 Barracudas left in the 10. And they both shoot really good, and they shoot about the same spot, even though they're quite a bit difference in weight. At 25 yards, they do really good. Both pellets, either one to me is good. But right there is the 5 shots in the black with the Terminator, and over there is the 3 shots with the Barracuda. So they're both doing great, and that's with a full tank of air. I started with the Terminators, then after that I shot the Barracudas. So I noticed this gun shoots better when it's almost down to 1 bar. When it's really full, it doesn't shoot quite as accurate. So I'm really happy with the performance of the gun. It's not perfect, but hey, there's no regulator in it right now. I could add one, but I ain't gonna add a regulator. At least not anytime soon. I'm happy with the gun the way it works and how accurate it is. It's accurate enough for me. I don't need all the shots to go in the same hole to be happy. I just have to get them close. Close is good for me. Especially with my fancy equipment here. This is a cabinet I split up with a reciprocating saw, and I made 2 tables out of it. One's a little higher than the other because sometimes people are shorter than the other, or some are taller. And got a piece of wood on there. I got some burlap. I got some plywood with some carpet stapled down to it. You know, and I got a sock filled with beans and stuff, and that's my shooting bag. So, and then I made some other stuff out of 2x4s. You know, this has a foam cushion in it, so it has a little bit of give on the sides and down here, and that's for my rifle rest. And I got another one there. I got a whole bunch of them, and they work. You know, nothing fancy, but they work. So I don't have to be perfect. I just have to be close. I'm having fun doing what I do, and to me, that's what's important, is having some fun. And it's accurate enough.